Good morning, everyone. This is AJ Journey, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to teach you on how to fill up form I-129F. For you to be able to get the form I-129F, you have to go to Google, then type form I-129F. Here it is. Then this one from the www.usas.gov. You click it, and here it is. So you just have to download this one. So this is the form I-129F, or the petition for alien fiance. So this is a 13 pages form to be filled up by the U.S. Citizen petitioner. So this part here is for the USCIS only. We are not allowed to touch this part here. So we have to start in this part. Start here, type or print in black ink. Part 1, information about you. Number 1, alien registration number, if any. So the alien registration number are for those petitioner who acquire their U.S. citizenship through naturalization. Number 2, USCIS online account number if they have. 3, U.S. Social Security number here. Select one box below to indicate the classification you are requesting for your beneficiary. 4A, Fiance or K1 visa. So, your full name, this is the full name of the petitioner. Family name, Do, for example, given name John, middle name Mid. And here, other names being used. If the petitioner has other names that being used, you have to put it here, but if not, you have to type in A or leave it blank. Your mailing address in care of name, street number 123 Main Street, city or town New York, state New York, zip code, for example 10001, country USA. Is your current mailing address the same as your physical address? Yes. So if you answered no, provide your physical address in item number 9A to 9H, which is here, 9A to 9H. But since it's the same, we just have to leave it blank and enter the date of the date, year, and month from, you have to enter the date here from the time that the petitioner started to live in that address up to present. So here, physical address number 2, if the petitioner has another address for the last 5 years, you have to put here, but if not, leave it blank. So here, employment history, provide your employment history for the last 5 years, whether inside or outside the United States. Provide your current employment first. If you need extra space to complete the section, use the space provided in Part 8 additional information. Employer 1, number 13, is the name of the employer. The street, 100 Broadway. City, New York. State, New York. Zip code 10001, for example. Country, USA. Occupation, you have to specify, for example, manager. Employment start date, 02/03/2010 up to present. Employer 2, full name of employer if you have, but if not, you have to leave it blank. If you have more than 3 employers for the last 5 years, you have to use the Part 8 additional information, which is the last page of this form. Also goes with the address. If you have more than 3 address for the last 5 years, you have to declare it also in the Part 8 additional information. of this form. So this is also, this one here, 28 to 20B, is still the part of the employer number 2. And then here add the other information: gender, male, date of birth, 03/01/1990, marital status single, city, town, or village of birth New York, province or state of birth New York, country of birth United States of America, information about your parents, family name Do, given name James, middle name Mid, date of birth, for example, 06/09/1965, gender male, country of birth France, city, town, or village of residence Austin, country of residence United States of America. Parents 2, information, family name Do, given name Jane, middle name Mid, date of birth, month, day, year, December 16, 1965, gender female, country of birth Australia, city, town, or village of residence Austin, country of residence United States of America. Have you ever been previously married? No. If yes, you have to type yes here. So if you answered yes to item number 37, which is here, you have to put the name of your previous spouse in this part. So provide the names of each spouse and date that each prior marriage ended in items number 38A to 39. If you need extra space to complete this section, use the space provided in Part 8 additional information. Name of previous spouse, family name, if you have, put here, but if not, leave it blank. So your citizenship information, you are your U.S. citizen through, select only one box. 4A, birth in the United States. 4B, naturalization. 4C, U.S. citizen parents. 4.1, have you obtained a certificate of naturalization or certificate of citizenship in your own name? If yes, click yes. If no, click no. If you answered yes to item number 41, which is this one, complete item numbers 42A to 42C, which is this one. You have to provide the certificate number. You have to provide the place of issuance. You have to provide the date of issuance here. But if not, just leave it as it is. Additional information. Have you ever filed Form I-129F for any other beneficiary? Yes and no. If it's yes, put yes. If no, put no. You click no. If you answered yes to item number 43, provide us responses to item number 44 to 46 for each previous beneficiary. If you need to provide information for more than one beneficiary, use the space provided in Part 8 additional information. So 44 to 46, this part here, like number, alien number, family name, given name, middle name, date of filing, what action did US take on Form I-129F, for example, approve, denied, or revoke. So if not, since the answer is no, you have to leave it blank. So if you answered yes to item number 48, provide ages for your children under 18 years of age in item 49A to 49B. Provide the ages for your children under 18 years of age. If you need extra space to complete this section, use the space provided in Part 8 additional information. So you have to provide the ages of your children. If you have children here, if your answer to this question in 48 is yes, you have to provide the name of your children under 18 years of age. If you have more than 3 children under 18 years of age, you have to use Part 8 additional information. Provided all U.S. states and foreign countries in which you have resided since your 18th birthday. Residence 1, for example, Texas, USA. Residence number 2, if you have, put here, but if not, leave it blank or type in A. Part 2, information about your beneficiary. So this is the alien fiance. Family name, for example, D, Given name Anna, middle name Lou. Alien number here, but of course not yet, so just leave it blank. Social security, leave it blank. Date of birth, November 7, 1990. Gender, female. Marital status, single. City, town, village of birth, Rio de Janeiro. Country of birth, Brazil. Country of citizenship or nationality, Brazil. So other names used, if the beneficiary has another name being used, it has to be declared here, but if not, you have to leave it blank. So part 2, information about your beneficiary. Mailing address for your beneficiary, street number, 100 Bueno Avenue, for example, city or town, Rio de Janeiro, province, Rio de Janeiro, postal code 2277500, country, Brazil. Your beneficiary's address history. Provide your beneficiary's physical address for the last 5 years, whether inside or outside the United States. Provide your beneficiary's current address first if it is different from the mailing address and item numbers 11A to 11I. If you need extra space to complete this section, use the space provided in Part 8 additional information. Beneficiary's physical address 1. Street number, for example, city or town, for this one. Province, postal code, country, Brazil. Date from November 7, 1990 up to present. So physical address number 2, if there's more address that the beneficiary has, you have to declare it here, but if not, leave it blank or type in A. Your beneficiary's employment history. Provide your employment history for the last 5 years, whether inside or outside the United States. Provide your current employment first. If you need extra space to complete this section, use the space provided in Part 8 additional information. Beneficiary's employer 1, full name of employer or the name of the company you have to put here. Street number, for example, 500 Muy Bueno Avenue. City or town, province, postal code, country, beneficiary's occupation, specify, employment start date, unemployment end date. So beneficiary's employer number 2, if the beneficiary has more than 2 employers for the last 5 years, you have to put it here, the other employer's number, a name, or the company. But if not, you have to type it NA or leave it blank. Information about your beneficiary's parents. So, family name, for example, D. Juan. Date of birth, gender, male. Country of birth, Brazil. City or town, and country of residence. Part 2's information, family name of the parents 2 information, given name Maria, middle name, date of birth, gender, female, country of birth, Brazil, city or town, country of residence. Now, if, for example, the beneficiary's mother is already dead, you have to put the name here, but you have to type here deceased, city or town, village of residence, and country of residence. You have to type deceased in 32 and in 33A and 33B. So, other information about your beneficiary. Has your beneficiary ever been previously married? no. If yes, put yes. So if you answered yes to item number 34, provide the names of each prior spouse and the date each prior marriage ended in item number 35, 8 to 36. This part here. If you need to provide information for more than one spouse, use the space provided in part 8 additional information. So you have to put here the information of the previous spouse, but if not, you have to leave it blank or type in A. 37. Has your beneficiary ever been in the United States? No. If yes, you have to put yes. So if your beneficiary is currently in the United States, complete item number 38A to 38H. So this part here. He or she last entered as, for example, visitor, student, exchange alien, crewman, stowaway, temporary worker without inspection. Here, you have to put here. If she entered or he entered as visitor or student, you have to put here student. Then you have to put or enter the arrival departure record number here, and you have to state the date of the arrival here. Then 38D, you have the date authorized stay expired or will expire as shown on form I-194 or I-195. You have to put here. Passport number here, travel document number, country of issuance for passport travel document, and the expiration date for passport or travel document here. 39. Does your beneficiary have children? No. If yes, to item number 39, provide the following information about each child. If you need to provide information for more than one child, use the space provided in Part 8 additional information. Children of beneficiary here. 40. The family name, given name, middle name, country of birth, date of birth. And then if not, you have to leave it blank or type in A. Does this child reside with your beneficiary? If you have a child, you have to, and if the beneficiary has a child, you have to, and you have to put yes. If the beneficiary has a child but the child does not stay with the beneficiary, have to put no. So if the child does not reside with your beneficiary, provide the child's physical residence address. So if you don't have child, you have to leave it all blank. Type in, leave it as it is or type in A. So address in the United States where your beneficiary intends to live. So this is the address of the petitioner. Of course, the beneficiary will live in the petitioner's place. So here, 123 Main Street, 123 Main Street, New York, City or Town, New York, State, New York, zip code, daytime, telephone number, your beneficiary's physical address abroad. This is the address of the beneficiary, street number, city or town, province, postal code, country or Brazil, daytime telephone number. Your beneficiary's name and address in his or her native alphabet. If you don't have this, never mind, leave it blank or type in A. And part information about your beneficiary. Is your fiance related to you? No. Provide the nature and degree of relationship, for example, third cousin or maternal uncle. So if yes, you have to provide a nature and degree of relationship, but if not, you have to leave it blank. Have you and your fiance met in person during the 2 years immediately before filing this petition? Yes. If you answered yes to item number 53, describe the circumstances of your in-person meeting in item number 54. Attach evidence to demonstrate that you were in each other's physical presence during the required 2-year period. If you answered no, explain your reasons for requesting an exemption from the in-person meeting requirement in item number 54 and provide evidence that you should be exempt from this requirement. Refer to Part 2, item number 53 to 54 of the specific instructions section of the instructions for additional information about the requirement to meet If you need extra space to complete this section, use the space provided in Part 8 additional information. Please see the attached sheet about your story about your in-person meeting. So you have to make a story and then you have to attach in this form. International marriage broker information. Did you meet your beneficiary through the services of an IMB or international marriage broker? No. If yes, item number 55, provide the IMB's contact information on website information below. In addition, attach a copy of the signed written consent from the IMB obtained from your beneficiary, authorizing your beneficiary's personal content information to be released to you. 56. The IMB's name, family name of IMB, given name of IMB. So, but since no, you had to leave it blank. If, for example, you met over dating site, you just have to print the terms and conditions of the way of the dating site where you met, and then just include it in this form. Attach it in this form. Here, just leave it blank. Consular processing information. Your beneficiary will apply for a visa abroad at the U.S. Embassy or U.S. Consulate at Town, Rio de Janeiro, country, Brazil. Part 3 in other information. Criminal information. These criminal information questions must be answered even if your records were sealed, cleared, or if anyone, including a judge, law enforcement officer, or attorney, told you that you no longer have a record. If you need extra space to complete this section, use the space provided in Part 8 additional information. Number 1, have you ever been subject to a temporary or permanent protection or restraining order, either civil or criminal? No. Have you ever been arrested or convicted of any of the following crimes? Domestic violence, sexual assault, child abuse, child neglect, dating violence, elder abuse, stalking, or an attempt to commit any of these crimes? See Part 3 Other Information, item number 1 to 3 of the instructions for the full definition of the term domestic violence. No. Part 3 Other Information, homicide, murder, manslaughter, rape, abusive sexual contact, sexual exploitation, incest, torture, trafficking, peonage, holding hostage, involuntary servitude, slave trade, kidnapping, abduction, unlawful criminal restraint, false imprisonment, or an attempt to commit any of these crimes? No. 3 or more assets or convictions not from a single act for crimes relating to a controlled substance or alcohol? No. Note, if you were ever arrested or convicted of any of the specified crimes, you must submit certified copies of all court and police records showing the charges and disposition for every arrest or conviction. You must do so even if your records were sealed, expunged, or otherwise cleared, and regardless of whether anyone, including a judge, a law enforcement officer, or attorney, inform you that you no longer have criminal record. If you need extra space to complete this section, use the space provided in Part 8 additional information. So if you have this, click yes in this part here. You have to provide certified copies of all court and police records showing the charges and disposition for every arrest or conviction. So, if you have provided information about a conviction for a crime listed in item number 2A to 2C and you were being battered or subjected to extreme cruelty at the time of your conviction, select all of the following that apply to you. 31A, I was acting self-defense. I violated a protection order issued for my own protection. I committed, was arrested for, was convicted of, or pled guilty to crime that did not result in serious bodily injury, and there was a connection between the crime and me having been battered or subjected to extreme cruelty. 4A, have you ever been arrested, cited, charged, indicted, convicted, fined, or imprisoned for breaking or violating any law or ordinance in any country, excluding traffic violations, unless a traffic violation was alcohol or drug related or involved a fine of 500 or more. No. If yes, put yes here and provide information about each of those arrests, citations, charges, indictments, convictions, fines, or imprisonments in the space below. If you were the subject of an order of protection or restraining order and believe you are the victim, please explain these circumstances and provide any evidence to support your claims. Include the dates and outcomes. If you need extra space to complete this section, use the space provided in Part 8 additional information. Multiple filer waiver request information. Refer to Part 3 types of waivers in the specific instructions section of the instruction for an explanation of the filing waivers. Indicate which one of the following waivers you are requesting. If you are a multiple filer, no permanent restraining orders or convictions for a specified offense, general waiver, click here. If you're a multiple filer, prior permanent restraining orders or criminal conviction for specified offense, extraordinary circumstances waiver, click here. If you're a multiple filer, prior permanent restraining order or criminal conviction for specified offense resulting from domestic violence, mandatory waiver, click here. If you're not applicable, beneficiary is my spouse or I am not a multiple filer, click here. Part 4, biographic information. Ethnicity, select only one box. Hispanic or Latino, not Hispanic or Latino, click here. Race, select all applicable boxes. White, Asian, Black or African American, American or Indian or Alaska Native, Native Hawaiian or other Pacific Islander. You have to click which one you are here. Height in feet and in inches. Weight in pounds. Eye color, select only one box. It's black, gray, maroon, blue, green, pink, brown, hazel, unknown, or other. Hair color, select only one box. Bald, brown, sandy, black, gray, white, blonde, red, unknown, or other. And then petitioner's statement, contact information, declaration, and signature. Note, read the penalty section of the Form I-129F instructions before completing this part. Petitioner statement. Select the box for either item number 1A or 1B. If applicable, select the box for item number 2. So 1A, I can read and understand English. I have read and understand every question and instruction in this petition and my answer to every question. So 1A, and then this one, I'll leave it blank. Petitioner's contact information, petitioner's daytime telephone number, petitioner's email address, petitioner's declaration and certification here, and then petitioner's signature, and then date of signature here. Note to all petitioner, if you do not completely fill out this petition or fail to submit required documents listed in the instructions, USCIS may deny on your petition. So it is very important to completely fill out this petition and don't forget your signature here, or else this petition will be denied. Or if not being denied, the USCIS will going to request additional evidence. So if you have interpreter, this is the interpreter's information, interpreter's mailing address, interpreter's contact information, interpreter's certification, interpreter's signature. And this one here, Part 7, contact and information, declaration, and signature of the person preparing this petition, if other than the petitioner, preparer's full name, preparer's mailing address, preparer's contact information, preparer's statement, and then preparer's signature and the date. But if not, just leave it blank. So this is the additional information for any other information that you need to provide here. You have here the family name, Doe, John, Mead. If there is alien number, put here. If John Doe is, acquired his citizenship through naturalization. Page number of 3. For example, John Doe has baby that was asked in page number 4, part 1, and item number 49, and the name of the baby is like baby Doe and the age 3. But if not, you have to leave it blank, leave it blank, leave it blank, leave it blank, for example. So, like that. So, this is all we have. This is how to fill up the form I-129F or Fiance visa. So if you like my content, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. And if you have questions that you need answers, just comment down below so I can get back to you. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching and bye-bye.